Long before GPS, ancient sailors had to rely on the stars, ocean currents, and even birds to find their way. The Egyptians, for example, built reed boats that navigated the Nile and beyond, using the sun and landmarks to guide them. Imagine setting sail with no Google Maps, just a papyrus scroll and a whole lot of courage. How did they not just end up in Atlantis? The Phoenicians were the ultimate sea traders, sailing across the Mediterranean with nothing but the North Star and sheer determination. They developed some of the earliest maps and even used soundings, dropping weighted ropes to measure depth. Basically, they were the original depth finders, except instead of sonar, they had a guy yelling, "Yep, still water down here." The Vikings didn't just raid, they navigated like pros. They used sunstones, special crystals that helped them locate the sun even on cloudy days. Think of it as ancient sunglasses with a built-in GPS. They also read wave patterns and bird migrations to find land. Imagine explaining that to modern sailors. Yeah, we just stare at the water and hope for the best. The Chinese were way ahead of their time, inventing the first magnetic compass in the 11th century. Before that, they used lodestones, naturally magnetized rocks, to find direction. Imagine being the first person to realize a rock could point north. Hey guys, this rock is magic. And just like that, navigation changed forever. No more guessing which way was home. Polynesians were the ultimate ocean explorers, crossing thousands of miles using only the stars, wind, and waves. They memorized star maps and even felt wave patterns with their hands. No fancy instruments, just pure skill. Imagine trying to explain that to someone today. Yeah, I just touch the water and know where I am. Meanwhile, we panic when our phone loses signal. Arab sailors mastered celestial navigation, using astrolabes to measure the angle of stars and determine their position. It was basically an ancient sextant, but with more math and fewer buttons. They also mapped the monsoon winds, turning seasonal storms into reliable trade routes. Meanwhile, most of us struggle to read a weather app. These guys were next-level navigators. Ancient navigation wasn't just about getting from A to B. It shaped civilizations, trade, and even history itself. Without these early techniques, global exploration would have been impossible. So next time your GPS reroutes you for the 10th time, just be glad you're not relying on a rock, a bird, or a guy yelling about water depth. Ancient sailors had it way harder.